Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the June energy forecast. This is going to be an interesting forecast. So I started to receive different pieces coming through, different nudges, downloads on what the June energy is going to feel like. I started to receive it a couple days ago, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you all. It's going to be what feels like a month of decisions, a month of trusting yourself, a month of feeling into what is your truth. There are going to be some shifts this month for you. If you're listening, if you're tuned in to yourself and what you need and what you desire. And so I think the most important piece that you can be doing this month is creating space to connect and feel and trust what is coming through. But before we dig in, I would like to remind you, if you are needing support on your path, if you're needing guidance, if you're needing help digging into how things feel within yourself, if you're needing anything, that is what I'm here for. I offer a variety of different ways to support you, whether it's my one-to-one soul coaching. I offer this in individual sessions as well as packages, depending on what you're needing, what you're wanting for yourself. I have my one-to-one readings in the Akashic records, as well as intuitive guidance sessions with spirit. I have my Soul Empowered membership. This is a more cost-effective option if you're looking for support and community and connection. We do one weekly live meetup every week, and you receive a little bit of guidance from the Akashic records, a little bit of support, community connection. I also have the podcast that I do with Tess, and we cover so many different topics: healing, spirituality, motherhood, all the things. And so lots of different ways that you can tap into support if you're needing it. I also have so many freebies. If you go to the link in my bio, you can find all my different freebies. I have a spiritual awakening guide. I have how to access your Akashic records. I have a free guided meditation. I have a Discover Your Purpose masterclass. These are all free. So go take a look, see what you need. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start big. One of the biggest themes this month is going to be relationships, your close relationships, especially if you are in partnership. You're going to notice this month is really going to highlight, really going to spotlight the ways in which you are feeling cracks or misalignment in your relationships. And there's one big reason why. It's because as a collective, and then this means individually as well, we're being asked and invited to deepen into greater alignment. And one of the biggest ways that misalignment can show up is within our relationships. And so you are being asked this month, moving forward, to really look at your relationships. And if you're not looking at them, you will in a way be forced to, because they'll start to get more uncomfortable. Deeper pieces are going to start coming to the surface more. You're going to be shown in your body and how you're feeling that things are not in alignment. Things are not feeling right. Things are not feeling true to you. And so again, the invitation here is to sit with it, see what's showing up. Don't be scared if there is confusion. Confusion is just showing cracks where there are things that aren't necessarily in alignment. And so you can create deeper alignment. It doesn't always mean we have to let go or release these relationships, but it is asking you to look, not look away, look at the cracks, look at the misalignment, and where are you desiring deeper alignment? Where are you desiring deeper connection? Where in your relationships are things not connected, not aligned, not representing your highest, most authentic self in that container? So don't be afraid to look. Relationships are going to be a big piece this month. The second theme is decisions. You're going to be, again, invited to make some decisions this month. And of course, that sounds quite generic. We're making decisions every single day. But the energy around decisions this month feels bigger, feels like there are going to be bigger decisions to make, bigger ways where you are being asked to step more deeply into your authenticity, where you're being asked to step more deeply into your voice, into your expression of self, into your needs, and making your needs a priority. And it's really important to understand, because this is connected to this piece of decisions, is choice. Part of why making bigger decisions is a theme this month is to help you understand that you have choice in everything that is showing up in your life. You have choice. You have choice in the thoughts. You have choice in the feelings. You have choice in what you're doing with your body each day, how you're supporting yourself, your practices. You get to choose how you want to feel in your life, and how you feel actually creates a lot of the things that are showing up in your life, right? Everything that is showing up is a mirror, is a reflection of deeper pieces within yourself. And so decisions connect directly to choice. And the decisions that you make this month, you're really going to see how this accentuates your life, how this makes it easier, how you stay more in flow in the decisions that you're making. And then in the decisions that you're making that aren't allowing that, that are restricting that are blocking that are creating more disconnect or more challenges, or where you're not making any decisions and it's doing that. So decisions, huge theme this month, and allowing yourself to really see that you have choice in all of this. And there's healing in choice. The next theme, and this is directly related to this piece of decisions, is creating space. Creating space this month is going to be so important for you, because when we create space, we create pockets. We are able to discern and become more aware of the energy showing up around something. When we create space, we are able to step back energetically, physically, however you want to see it. We're able to step back and have more awareness of what is showing up in that piece. When you're creating space, you're bringing your energy back into your body, into your energy, away from, disconnected from your external world, and you're able to then discern better what is true for you. So creating space is so important when it comes to the decisions that you're making this month, right? And a really cool example that the records wanted to provide was a really great way to think about this is those moments where you receive downloads, where things come through that you're not expecting, that things just drop in. It's because there's space for those pieces to drop in. When we receive downloads, when we get these nudges, it often happens when we're not expecting it, because we're not looking for it. Because when we're looking for something, there's force there, and it takes up space, and it doesn't allow actually what wants to come through. So this is a great way to think of creating space. When you create space, you are opening up to receive more of the truth for yourself, to receive more of what you are needing. And when it comes to being able to tap into our intuition, to be able to tap into what is true for you, to be able to tap into the truth, you have to create space. And you do so getting quiet, becoming still, allowing yourself to just notice what is there, dropping into the body, feeling, noticing what is showing up. Such an important reminder here that your body is your strongest intuitive tool. It is your channel to your deeper wisdom. And so this is a great way, something that you can do when it comes to creating space this month. If you've never done a body scan, this is a great way to drop into the body, create space, and allow yourself to feel what's showing up. You start to take some breaths, you start to drop into the body and just notice in different parts of your body, scan what's showing up. What are you feeling? What's the energy that's surfacing? This is a great somatic practice to not only create deeper connection within your body, to learn how to trust what you are feeling, but to also create space in order to receive more. Create space this month. The last theme, and this directly connects with everything else that they're talking about here, is honoring yourself. If you are not honoring yourself, capital S self, if you are not honoring yourself this month, you will feel it. you will know it. It will show up in your body, feeling like maybe anxiety or depression, or because really, if we just go off here for a second, anxiety is a sign that we are too much in our heads, that we are not slowing down, that we are not creating stillness, that we are not listening and connecting. Depression can be seen as a way of not actually feeling into our life force energy, not allowing ourselves to explore our passions, not allowing ourselves to express. It is a depressed feeling, right? Think of a deflated balloon, right? So noticing these types of symptoms, they're really just giving you clues of what's actually going on deeper within yourself. Noticing these things that are showing up, and are you honoring yourself? Capital S. What I mean by that is your deeper self, your soul. Are you honoring on a deeper level what you are desiring, what you are needing? Not up here, not what you think you should do, not what you think everyone else thinks you should do, not the expectations, not the ego, not the mind, the heart, the soul. Honoring this place within you this month. This is going to be such a key theme. And what they're really showing here is that when you aren't honoring, you will notice. You will feel it. You'll feel more constraints, more restraints within your body. Things will not feel in flow. Things will feel more challenging. Things will feel louder, messier in your energy, more anxious, more frantic, low energy, tired, exhausted. You will notice when you are not honoring yourself. And this is a big theme this month because, again, we're being asked collectively and individually to be aligning deeper and deeper with what is authentic to each of us on a deeper level, because the collective energy is meant to be getting more to this heightened space of authenticity. So honoring yourself this month. What do you need to do in order to, one, know what that is each day, creating space, and two, what are the things you need to do to make sure that is happening each day? Okay, my friends, that is it for the themes. 4 big, powerful themes there this month. I'm going to pull a few cards just to see what wants to come through. Relationships as one theme. We talked about that. Decisions and remembering your choice in all of that. Creating space so that you can know what is true for you, what is right for you, and honoring yourself. And I also recommend coming back to this throughout the month just to see how things are landing, just to see how the themes are feeling for you, just to see what's showing up and how it connects. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. Okay, the first card that's coming through here is the chop wood card. But what's interesting is that it was reversed. When this card comes up, I always think of when we're chopping wood, like let's say back in the olden days, as we would say, chopping wood was something that you did in order for there to be a fire each day. It was like something that you did in a very routine way to keep things going, right? There's an energy of action here. But for chop wood card to be reversed, this actually connects more to the creating space theme that was coming through. And it is, rather than being in this place of what are the things I need to do every day and being in this masculine energy, it very much actually feels like June being a month of decisions, relationships, trusting yourself, honoring yourself, creating space. This is feminine energy. This is, rather than doing all the things, making sure that you are creating space to feel into each day what you are needing. Starting with this as the thing that you do each day, sitting with yourself, sitting in stillness, sitting in silence before the day gets to you, before any other energy touches you. What am I needing today? What am I desiring to feel today? What is my intention to be in my highest energy today? How can I honor myself today? It's that feminine energy to tap into at the beginning of your day. The next question is why? And not question, but card. The next card is why. And this actually directly relates, as I was pulling it up to show you, I was thinking about the relationship theme. Why? Why? You're going to be asking yourself this a lot this month, thinking about your relationships, thinking about the contrast that's showing up, thinking about the triggers that are showing up, thinking about the challenges, the obstacles, the detours, the roadblocks, the hard stuff, thinking about all of the things that are showing up in your relationships, and always asking yourself, why? Why would this be showing up? How could this be here for my highest good? What am I supposed to be seeing here on a deeper level? And what do I need to do to get into deeper alignment within self when it comes to this piece? It can be very easy for us to project our shit onto people in our relationships. You need to do this. You need to show up in this way. You're not showing up in this way. I need this from you. And while yes, we want our relationships, we want them to meet us part way, 50-50, we also need to be knowing what we need to be doing, how we need to be showing up, what we need to be seeing clearer, how we need to be stepping more into deeper alignment within self so we can show up in a clearer way in that relationship. So continuing to ask yourself the why of why the things are showing up and how it's here for you. The next card that shows up, and I'm kind of laughing because I had a client session where this word kept coming up today. The next card that's showing up is mending. But here's the interesting thing. It was reversed. And where this sometimes is a card that comes up to say this is a great time to mend, to reconcile, to work together, to conflict resolve certain pieces. It being reversed actually tells me that your job this month is not to necessarily mend in the external relationship with others. It's actually to go within yourself, not do the external mending, do the internal tending. Ooh, I love that. Not do the external mending, do the internal tending. What are you needing this month? What are you needing day to day? How can you honor yourself and making sure that you are following through with that every day? Honoring yourself is going to be such a big theme this month. And you'll know when you aren't. The last piece here, the last card, building blocks. And the word actually that's coming through here is patience. Having patience that certain pieces, and actually I'm getting the visual of Tetris in my mind here. Having patience with the process and seeing that certain things, there's a structure being built here for you in your external world. Perhaps this is in a relationship, perhaps this is just in your life in general, perhaps you're starting and creating a new structure for yourself, you're on a new path, but being patient in the process and allowing pieces to fall. And that's really our feminine energy also. Trust, patience, tapping into flow, tapping into ease, right? When we play the game of Tetris, the things fall on their own. And so how can you allow the blocks to fall and just trust in the process that pieces are being built, right? This is not a month, what feels like energetically, this is not a month of masculine energy. This feels like very much a month of feminine energy, of trusting in the process, of tapping into flow, of, I can hear cells having a dream behind me, of tapping into connection, of tapping into trust and allowing things to unfold. Sweet little cells having a dream behind me. Great energy coming through for this month. If you can allow yourself to be with all of it, if you can allow yourself to trust in the process, if you can allow yourself to find connection within self and honor what is showing up. It's not so much a month of action. It is what feels like a month of reflection, a month of noticing, a month of awareness, a month of being and connection. Let me know how this feels. Okay, my friends, Have such a beautiful day. I'm so glad that you could be here to receive this. Let me know how it lands. Comment below. Share it if you find it would be helpful for others. The more you share, the more you comment, the more it can get to other people so they can receive this also. As always, I'm here to support you if you need it. Let me know. Have such a great day.